Got a little hazy this morning. That's all right. We're gonna do a mic check here. Mic check 1, 2. Microphone checker. Oh, we all checked up. Let's see. Let's get our lights on. Let's get our mic on. What's good with you, Book? We see you. Let's get back over to the other whoop here. You see the title of the podcast this morning. We're talking about Hezbollah, Israel's other problem. Was that Barry Bags? I believe. Aloha, good morning, Barry Bags. We see you. We appreciate all the likes. We appreciate you moderating for us, Book. If I can get this ism up. Yeah. So once again, let me go down here. Get the page to scroll down here. There it is. Whoop-de-whoop. I appreciate that. So yeah, we talking about Hezbollah, Israel's other problem. Yep. So once again, we will, of course, tie it all back into, what's going on today. That's the reason why I've stated in the past that, I don't see a ceasefire happening anytime soon, because you got, it's too much history, too much conflict, too much drama that has gone on in the past in that region. And we're gonna talk about, a major group in that region that has been a problem for Israel for years, for generations. So obviously, if the Israelis is running this country, it's a problem for us as well. I appreciate them likes, big homie. So once again, to bring it to the present, we got to go all the way back to the past. We're going to start off in 1948 when the Israel state was so-called established. But of course, the Palestinians will argue that that's when the occupation started. So, once Israel was given that territory, you had many Palestinians had to flee that land. A lot of them went up to Lebanon. The PLO went over to Jordan. So, the PLO was the head of the PLO was Yasser Arafat, as I'm sure many of you out there know, and they kicked up a lot of dust over in Jordan. So that brings you to the early 1970s, 1970, 1971 with the Black September, where they had to expel the PLO. So the PLO went over into southern Lebanon. I see a lot of the stuff that I'm gonna discuss today is gonna ring a lot of bells about what's going on in the present day. So the PLO, once again, if you look at the map, southern Lebanon obviously borders northern Israel. So they kept attacking the Israelis. So in 1978, the Israelis got fed up with that whole ism. So they decided to invade Lebanon to try to create a buffer zone in southern Lebanon. So what it did was it threw the country into a complete civil war. If anybody knows anything about the history of Lebanon, it's made up of a bunch of different groups. You got the Sunnis, the Shiites, the Drakes, and Christians. So the PLO held their ground. They held firm. Very similar to what's going on today in the Strait with the Iranians. And after about 90 days, Israel retreated back into their territory. But they kept getting attacked by not only the PLO, but a lot of other independent rebels, if you will. So the buffer zone was actually created, but it was actually wound up being created in northern Israel. The plan, the 90-day occupation actually backfired on Israel. So the Israelis started to leave northern Israel, and that's what actually created a buffer zone. So in the early 80s, you got Lebanon in complete chaos, complete civil war in that country, with the Christians actually being the most powerful group at that time. Southern Lebanon is at that time made up of a bunch of rebels that weren't really all that well organized, not well funded, didn't have great weapons. So you had a group of 9 of those individuals, and you can Google the group of 9. They were inspired by the 1979 Iranian Revolution. So they went over to Iran and more or less pleaded with the Ayatollah Khomeini to support them in their quest to regain Palestine and to battle the Israelis. So the Ayatollah agreed. He agreed, but he let them know that, I can only do this on a temporary basis because us Iranians here in Iran, we're bogged down in another war ourselves with Iraq. You hear about the Iran-Iraq conflict. So they began sending troops to, they began funding, supplying that group of rebels in the South with weapons and with training. The training came from the IRGC, the Iranian Guard, that same guard that you hear about to this very day, that's got the Strait on lock right now. And that's when they created that corridor that went through Iraq and through Syria to easily fund them with weapons and things of that nature. So they were trained. They were a little bit more powerful, those rebels. In 1982, I appreciate that like, big homie. In 1982, the Israelis got fed up again, and they invaded Lebanon for a second time. But this time, the occupation would last 18 years. So that initial group of rebels that were now trained formed a group, formed their own setup, which we now call Hezbollah, the party of God, if you will. So once again, you got Israel occupying Lebanon. You have the country, for the most part, in complete chaos. Once again, the Christians are more or less the most powerful group there at that time. So to try to bring stability into the region, guess who shows up? It's not a tough guess at all. To try to be the world's police, the United States. So a few very relevant events happened during that time. First, in 1983, you had the bombing of the U.S. Embassy. And then this is in April of 83. Then in October of 83, which I remember as a young kid, you had the bombing of the Marine barracks in Beirut, the suicide bomber. They came in and I believe he drove a truck into the barracks and killed over 240 U.S. military soldiers. So so after that, the U.S. was discouraged and left the region. So the initial Hezbollah, once again, was formed officially in 1982. Their first leader, Abbas Maisawi, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, he basically ran that organization from 1982 to 1992. He was killed in an airstrike by the Israelis. So you had the individual that succeeded him, Hassan Nasrallah. And that was basically the heyday of Hezbollah. Nasrallah was the head of Hezbollah, I believe, for 32 years. He recently was killed in 2024 by an Israeli strike, but he ruled for all them years. So you have this situation where Iran was obviously, that's what you hear about. You always hear about these proxy wars. So Iran was obviously extremely impressed with the way Hezbollah was able to make the Israelis leave the country after 90 days in 78 and make the United States leave after the 2 terrorist bombings. So after 18 years, from 82 to 2000, in the year 2000 is when Israel left Lebanon. And that is considered, that's a holiday now amongst Hezbollah. Get out of here. That is one of their defining moments when they were able to make the Israelis leave after 18 years. So that brings you to the year 2006. And before I get into 2006, you got to imagine this entire time, Hezbollah is being funded, trained, supplied with weapons by Iran for all these decades, which made them extremely, extremely powerful. So you come into 2006, Hezbollah decides to cross the border into Israel, kidnap 2 Israeli soldiers, and I believe they killed, it's either 6 or 8 more of them. So once again, for the 3rd time, Israel decides to invade Lebanon. And this time they only occupied the country for a little over a month, about 33 days. And they call this one a stalemate. So that brings you to present day. You look at Assad over in Syria. You've heard about the Assad regime that recently fell. The importance of that is, word is that Hezbollah no longer has that easy corridor from Iran into Lebanon to supply them with weapons and things of that nature. But the problem that has come in there is, with them being supplied with weapons, funding, everything else that they need for all those decades, word on the street is, for the most part, Hezbollah doesn't need Iran anymore. They have basically created a state within a state. It's a known fact that Hezbollah is more powerful than the conventional Lebanese military. They run that country from the south. That's when you You heard the term, I believe it was back in 2003 when George W. Bush addressed the nation in the State of the Union, and he talked about the Iranian axis of evil. He's talking about the rebels from Syria. He was talking about Hezbollah, Hamas. You're in a situation now where that conflict is never going to end. After Bush came out with that statement, Iran came out with a statement of axis of resistance. That's where you get all these different proxies: Hezbollah, Hamas, the Houthis, rebels in Syria, rebels in Iraq. So you had a situation where anytime the US and Iran try to talk about a ceasefire, lots of times the reason why it gets hung up here. Did I get that last? Oh, I'm missing the chat. Yeah, real talk, book, real talk. Anytime you hear about a ceasefire and the negotiations fall apart, you always hear about that little side deal. Well, Israel also wants Hezbollah to stop attacking them. You fighting a minimum of 2 wars over there in the Middle East right now. And once again, just as I stated yesterday, all that does is trickle down to us, the everyday American that's just trying to pay their bills. You are right smack dab in the middle of World War III. And it goes back many, many years. You will never come up with a ceasefire in that region for the simple fact, not a ceasefire that is quality, that holds for any length of time, because you got that situation with Hezbollah in Israel. You can already see the Iranians are never going to give. They're never going to stop. And it's the same way with them Hezbollah guerrillas. As long as they feel like their land, Palestine, which is now called Israel, is being occupied, they'll never stop. And once again, you would think that the U.S. would have learned a lot of valuable lessons from them past conflicts in Lebanon. Three times, the Israelis tried to permanently occupy that country. And 3 times, they got sent back home. Once again, they lose the war of attrition every time. And that's exactly what's going on right now in the Strait and in the Gulf. You got to get very, very, very comfortable with conflict. And once again, this is the 10,000 foot view of all this. As time goes on, we will continue to zero down and zero in on different, more detailed aspects of all this. You're dealing with a group of people, and the Iranians and with them Hezbollah guerrillas, they'll never stop. Never. Sent the Israelis home 3 times. And the big one was from 1982 to 2000. That was the big one. When they retreated in 2000, Hezbollah calls that one of the greatest moments in their history. And you would think, as I just stated, you would think that the U.S. would have considered all that before they went over there and did what they did and is doing what they're doing. With us, your standard U.S. citizen caught in the middle of all of this. It's really, really upsetting that for the most part, we have to pay the price because you have a group of right-wing MAGAs that basically are giving him the green light. When I say him, Donald J. Trump, the green light to cause all this conflict over there, where history already tells you, not only history, but the simulations already tell you, you can't win. But once again, just like I talked about yesterday, it's obvious at this point who's running this country. That's Mossad and Israel. And in order for the greater Israel project to happen, you got to be able to eliminate Iran and Hezbollah. And I just mentioned to you, those are two entities that will never stop. So you got to prep. Real talk. Real talk, book. They'll never stop. What got good? What got good to Hezbollah? What got good to them was when, and I shouldn't even say to Hezbollah, what got good to the rebels in southern, when they knew they could do this, what gave them all the confidence in the world was after that 1978 invasion, where they wanted to push the PLO and those rebels north. And they not only held their ground, they went on the offensive and made Israel retreat. And that's where the buffer zone got created. It completely backfired. And once again, I can't talk enough about the 18-year occupation over there. Them Israelis said, we've been over here trying to defeat y'all for damn near 2 decades. And Hezbollah is still holding their ground. Because once again, they were formed by then. They were officially formed in 1982. You've been holding your ground for nearly 2 decades. And then Israel retreated. And that's the reason why these Israelis go to the lengths they go to with Miriam, Netanyahu, getting individuals compromised, like that monkey at 1600, essentially forcing him into becoming president so he can try to further that greater Israel project. Because they've tried on their own. Israel has tried on their own, and they saw 3 times we can't win. So we need a bully or a group of individuals we thought was a bully in the US. Somehow we have to create this system to where the U.S. is now over here in the Middle East, involved in our mission, in our goals. And that's why I say, that's why I just shake my head when you get young people that come on here and they come on this chat and they play around, because it is extremely, extremely possible that one day you might have to go over into Lebanon, in the southern Lebanon, the same way Israel forced you to go try to handle Iran. Even though they've cut off that corridor in Syria after the Assad regime fell, they are still being funded and still being supplied by weapons from Iran on the underground, on the black market, on the black underground railroad, if you will. So the situation is a little bit tougher for them, but by no means don't you ever believe that Hezbollah regime is coming to an end anytime soon. If you notice anytime they talk about a ceasefire or some sort of peace deal, at the end of the day, you always hear about what Israel also wants Hezbollah to agree to this ceasefire, which we all know they'll never do. "1983 should have taught every future administration a lesson about going over there in that Middle East. You look at pretty much the last 3 times we've gone over there. I just told you about what happened in 83 in Beirut. You look at the Iraqi war. You look at the war in Afghanistan. L's. The U.S. took L's, took losses in all 3 of them conflicts. How many times do you have to see that you cannot win in that situation before you say, okay, we need another approach? And that's why it's obvious. It becomes more and more obvious every day that this administration, the American administration, the Trump administration, is compromised. It's obvious you can't win. It's obvious they're compromised from the Epstein files. Why else would they go over and try to fight an enemy that they know they cannot defeat? This war of attrition you keep hearing about, this has been going on for decades, big homie. And once again, you see it happening once again. It's the U.S. is stuck. The same way Israel was stuck in that region for 18 years and finally had to retreat. And if and when the U.S., for whatever reason, finally decides to retreat, all that's going to do is give Hezbollah and Iran and all their proxies more confidence. That's why he should have never took his monkey ass over there in the first damn place. So you better get real comfortable. You better get real comfortable in world conflict. Because this administration then stuck his hand in a pile of shit. And that's just the facts of it. If the U.S., like I said yesterday, and I'll probably say it again tomorrow, if the U.S. was going to defeat them Iranians clear and concisely with victory, they would have already done it. They would have already done it. Damn mosquitoes in there. Get out of there, you damn mosquito. Sorry if y'all hear that buzzing in there. I don't know why they like going inside that thing, but they do. So once again, I like to get on here and talk about political history and relate that to how it's relevant in these present day conflicts. Because obviously, the administration that we have either don't know their history, don't care about the past, these past results, these past defeats, or completely compromised. And I think it's a combination of the three, heavily weighted on number three. You have a completely compromised Trump regime. And that's why they come up with all these lies and falsehoods about, well, we're going over there to change the regime, eliminate that regime, stop them from enriching uranium, blah, 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 blah. We all know that's complete drag. The United States is being run by the Israelis, no matter how you slice it, big homie. And that's the reason why you're going to be in that region for a long, long time. We'll be talking about Hamas. We'll be talking about the Houthis in future podcasts because they all play a significant part of what's going on here today. Let me check some of these news headlines out there. Once again, you go to CNN, first thing you see is a radical Iranian faction is trying to sink a deal with Trump. Here's why that has some of the regime concerned. See, you have, like I keep saying, the problem with us being over there in that region, not ending these so-called wars quickly. The problem with that is all that does is give these proxies more confidence. That's all it does, is give these proxies more and more and more confidence. And I laugh when I hear, well, the uranium that's so-called buried in the rubble in Iran, this so-called agreement that they're working on, they're talking about removing that and putting it into another country. And I'm hearing that country could be Russia. Another prong in this entire story. Yeah, Russia backs Hezbollah. Russia backs the Iranians. You're fighting a war that you cannot win. People can call it anti-American. They can call it whatever they want to call it. I call it facts. If you was going to beat these Iranians, if you was going to eliminate Hezbollah, you'd have already done it, big homie. So at this point forward, that's why I try to give my opinion on people should be very aggressive as far as trying to get off grid. I say it every day, and I'll say it again tomorrow. You need to learn how to start producing your own energy, producing your own resources, and growing your own food. Because each day that goes by that the U.S. does not defeat these Iranians, that's a day longer that fertilizer and essential items are not coming out of that strait. You very easily, very, very easily could be looking at world famine in certain parts of this planet. Because you have one compromised individual. And that's why it's good to see that damn MAGA is keeping their ass out of this damn chat today. Hopefully they're not even on this podcast. Because as I've stated in the past, you got a group of individuals that went in that voting booth 3 times and voted for their own demise. Some of the stupidest, most unintelligent people I have ever encountered in 56 years. Once again, you don't have to listen to me. What the hell do you see is going on in that strait and in that Gulf? Real talk, book. Real talk. Like I say, the next time you encounter one of these MAGAs, ask them. This is the reason why I like to give this political science history information to people. Because I'm trying to arm people with knowledge. Next time you encounter one of these MAGAs, ask them, who is Hezbollah? And I guarantee you, 99.9% of them are going to give you a stupid ass 1,000-yard stare because they have no idea. They have no idea. All they know is some monkey came down the damn escalators and said, Mexico is not sending us their best. And if you put me in office, you can have your foot on the back of a bunch of minorities' necks. And I'm only going to look out for one group of people. Right-wing, racist, white people. That's basically what he sold a group of individuals on in this country. And they said, well, that's enough for me to vote for you 3 times. The hell with what happened in 1983 in them barracks. Real talk. The hell with what happened in 1983 in them barracks in Beirut. With them 200, I believe it was like 242 soldiers. They're not going to know anything about that. They're not going to know a damn thing about that. They're not going to know anything about what I'm telling you today about how Hezbollah got formed, how they got funded, how they got trained. They're not going to know anything about that. All they know is they hear Hezbollah in the news, and Hezbollah needs to be part of this ceasefire agreement, and it goes in one ear and out the other. And that's the reason why I keep telling people, you have to get your own political party in order, your house in order. Because all week long, all I do is get these deranged MAGAs to come up in here and try to defend a war that we can't win. But I've noticed one thing. I've noticed one trend with these MAGAs. They'll come in here and shout Trump 2028, Trump 2032, all that silliness. But the one thing they don't say, that little slogan, if you're starting to notice, if you notice, you don't see them "Make America Great Again" slogans like you used to see. That little narrative is slowly dying by the minute. You don't see any MAGA hats anymore out there. Oh yeah, they set up these little rallies and these little photo shoots. Yup, real talk. You don't see that anymore. How the hell can you sit here and say "Make America Great Again" when there's been nothing great about this country, especially since February 28th? There's been nothing that he's done that has made this country great again. He's starting to lose his base. People talk all the time how Candace Owens is jumping ship. Tucker Carlson is jumping ship. His solid base, the rural farmer in Ohio. I was looking at a podcast the other day, and they said everything that he ran on is nothing but a complete lie. It's nothing but a complete and total fabrication, because he's compromised. He don't want to be over there. If Donald J. Trump was serious about this damn war, he wouldn't post pictures of himself as Jesus and then sit there and lie and say, well, no, I was just playing. I was just being a doctor. I was just monkeying around. He'd be taking this a hell of a lot more serious. But he knows good and well the only reason why he's over there is because he's forced to be over there by them damn Israelis. America ain't nothing but a damn pit bull for Israel. And that's the reason why they're going to bring back that draft. And I would not be surprised at all. I would not be surprised at all if you eventually see ground troops in Iran and in southern Lebanon. Because it's obvious. It's obvious. Israel can't control Hezbollah. They've been trying to do it for 40 damn years. It's obvious. So you don't know what lanes. I appreciate that like, big homie. You don't know what lanes these two regimes, Israel, Mossad, and the Trump regime, will go to try to eliminate this problem. A problem that cannot be eliminated. And the reason why I lose hope more and more every day is because you would think, especially after what I just got done explaining to you how Hezbollah was created, you would think that 99 to 100% of the American population would say, this shit has got to end. But hell no. You look at some of the same YouTube polls and some of the same polls I look at. Is Trump doing a great job? 85%, 75% say, oh, well, hell yeah, he's doing a great job. They have no clue. I hope this country never, ever has to deal with conflict on this soil. I hope I never see that. But unfortunately, that may be the only thing that wakes these damn people up in this country. It's easy to say, yeah, let's go fight this war. Let's go fight, yeah. When your sons and daughters aren't going over there, when you know that war is never going to come on your doorstep. Sure, it's easy. Yeah, sure. Give him more funding. Do this, do that. And that's why I'm really curious to see what's going to go on in December of this year when they bring back that draft. Because that's kind of the first little step towards, the home front here. The home front here is being touched a little bit. We may actually have to go out and do a little something. Because, like I keep saying, the majority, unless you're a baby boomer, you don't know anything about no damn draft. The only thing I know about a draft is what my father used to tell me. There's no draft in the Iraqi war, the Afghanistan war. There was no draft. No, none of that existed. And that's probably why they so eager to get that ism going. Because as I just stated, you lost them last two wars. And I'm sure you have people that go back and say, you know what? Maybe if we had a draft, maybe we wouldn't have lost these two wars. Now you done lost them two wars. And you see what's going on? You see what's going on in the Strait right now. It is not so damn far-fetched to believe that I don't know how safe or unsafe we are behind these borders. No one is afraid of this military anymore. That's obvious. Look at Hezbollah. They still trading firepower with Israel. Do you think, and with the U.S. right around the corner in the damn Gulf, you would think they would say, well, no, we ain't going to do that. Because the beast is right around the corner. No one's afraid of this military anymore. What you have seen in the last 11 weeks is a complete embarrassment to this country. And to add insult to injury, you got people in this country that still is rah-rahing for that compromised administration. I think that is just atrocious. And then again, I check myself. I say, why are you surprised? What is this country built on? This country is built on slavery. It's built on racism. So you have a large group of individuals in this country that say, give a damn. War be damned. The Gulf be damned. The price of gas be damned. The price of food be damned. I don't care. There's an individual that symbolizes racism, and I'm a backing all the damn way. And that's why I keep saying, I really truly hope that the United States never gets invaded. I hope I never see that damn day. 9/11 was bad enough. And that was just one day. Some shit that lasted for maybe about an hour. I couldn't imagine having foreign troops on this damn soil. That's the reason why, like I said, I'm old enough to remember the movie Red Dawn, where they told every American parent, you need to sit your child down and let them know that this is not real. This is just a movie. Because ain't near person, I don't give a damn how much military experience you have. I don't care how well trained you are. I don't care about how much jujitsu you know and how many so-called guns and pistols and all that you got in your damn garage or in your damn basement. Ain't near monkey over here know nothing about this country being invaded. And every day that goes by in that Middle East that we don't pimp slap them Iranians like we were supposed to do and get Hezbollah in check like Israel wants you to do, you are less safe behind these borders. And that should make every American toss and turn. That should make every American say, no, I'm not standing for this bullshit. You need to get your monkey ass out of there, Trump. You need to be impeached because you don't know what you're doing. You have endangered the lives of 350 million Americans because you compromised, because you wanted to go around and hang out with Jeffrey damn Epstein. So now we all exposed. We're trying to figure out how we're going to eat every day. We're trying to figure out what the price of gas is going to be. We are being, why do you think you don't have any allies anymore? Why do you think when he picked up the phone to try to get such and such to go down there and help him out in that strait, and I'm going to use all this scare tactic, and I'm going to use this, that, and the other, why do you think he was getting the damn phone hung up in his face? They said, didn't you study the past? Didn't you study the past mistakes that y'all have made trying to so-called subdue these people? Didn't you study all this? I'm not sending my son or daughter over there for your little dream that you compromised on, trying to fight Miriam's war. I'm not sending my son or daughter over there. Hell no. Goodbye. And like I keep saying, you just monkeying around with the Iranians and with Hezbollah. The varsity squad ain't walked out on the damn field yet. You ain't had to deal with the Chinese yet. You ain't had to deal with the Soviets yet. And you still get that damn MAGA that comes up into this chat on a daily basis talking about Trump 2028 and Trump blah, 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 blah. And make America this, America that. Man, America needs to bring its monkey asses home and try to fix this damn grid. try to fix all the crime we got going in this country. Trying to get more people back to work with that lying ass damn unemployment rate number. And then where in the hell the employment rate, was it 4.3 or whatever the hell they claim it is? We all know them damn numbers is all phony. It's all false. Get to the point where this country is being run by Americans, not by Miriam and Netanyahu. Why the hell should we have to pay the damn price because you went monkeying around with Jeffrey Epstein and got caught up in the damn honey trap? Why should we have to pay that price? And his ass gets to go down to damn Mar-a-Lago every damn weekend and have his feet kicked up in the damn sun. Real talk. We have no idea what's really going on. We have no idea what's really going on. What's good with you, Aiden? We see you. We have no clue of what's going on. We have no clue about what's going on. But the one thing you do know, that this administration is completely compromised by them damn Israelis and Mossad. You look at Congress on both sides of the aisle. Everything they vote for is in favor, whatever Israel, whatever which way Israel is pointing to, that's what we want. We'll vote for that. We'll lean towards that. Them Israelis is going to have you in world conflict in many different damn regions. Like I keep saying, they didn't try to run up in Lebanon 3 times. 78, 82, and 2006. And they got sent back home every time. So they're going to say this time they're going to say, no, why send our individuals up in there when we got a compromised monkey that'll do whatever we say because we have a treasure trove of files that we can hang over his damn head. Real talk, book. No, we ain't going to run up in there this time. Donald, I need you over here in southern Lebanon now, too, because I can't handle the party of God. The party of who? Hezbollah. I can't handle these guerrillas. You need to get up over here. Well, we don't have enough troops. Well, you need to instill a draft. You need to find the damn troops. And that's why I keep saying, things gonna get real ill here in December when they instill that draft. Oh yeah. When they instill that draft, things is gonna get real ill here. Because now you monkeying around with middle white America's kids. No, you just not sicking the damn National Guard and ICE on a bunch of Mexicans. No, it's a different story now, big homie. You got a different ism coming now, big homie. That petrodollar's in jeopardy. Once again, all that example I just gave you, that little history lesson that we just talked about Hezbollah. No, you still had the reserve currency. All that was still intact, big homie. What you gonna do if the US dollar is no longer the world's reserve currency? What's good with you, Skylar? Millennials with guns. Oh no. Yep. What you gonna do when that's the situation, big homie? When you not only gotta fight these different conflicts throughout the world, but you're trying to do it broker than you already are. You already $100 trillion in the damn hole. I cannot believe that he let these Israelis compromise him like that. That he has put this country's safety at stake and financial independence at stake. Ain't drafting my 60-year-old. I always thought she was younger than that. I ain't worried about that draft either. My 56, I thought she was about 40 something. It's good to know. I heard that because he's scared. I heard that. Yeah, Trump is scared. He's scared. And see, what he's scared about is, what Trump is scared about is, like I said, how old is that monkey? 80? He know either way it go. With his health and his mental capacity, I know what he's scared about. Put it on the chat. Put it on the chat. Yeah, let me know if y'all got an opinion about what he's scared about. Put it in the chat. You know, he knows this is late in the fourth quarter for him, for his lifetime. He's worried about his children's legacy. Because he knows sooner or later, them files is coming out on him. There you go. He don't want them facts to come out. Man, I was listening to a podcast yesterday, and they said you've only seen 1% of the Epstein files, and half of that 1%, 3/4 of that 1% is redacted. They say they still got 40 damn gigs of files that we ain't seen. You know how much content is 40 gigs? And they say when you start talking them kind of gigs, it must be a whole lot of video in there, big homie. You ain't seen Nathaniel yet. Yup. You ain't seen nothing when it comes to these files. And like I keep saying, what he's worried about is he's not worried about the cachet that the feds got. He's not worried about that. He worried about them copies that the Israelis got. Oh, he can take such and such to court. He can fire Pam Bondi. He can put this person in charge. He can seek a third term to take control over this, that, and the other. He worried about what Miriam got, what BB got. Because they already gave him the pimping news. When we come out on your ass, when we come out on your monkey ass, ain't Nathan gonna be redacted. Wow, they got him by the short ones, as they say. I mean, like I say, it is as ruthless and scandalous as Donald Trump is. They have to have something on his monkey ass to make him want to start, to make him agree into starting World War III. And got the nerve to get up there and run on the fact that Oh, I'm against all these forever wars. Yeah, I'm not trying to go down with them either. I'm not trying to go down with them either. But like I say, what makes me worry, and like I say all the time, Hawaii is one of the most remote locations on the planet, and I live in one of the most remote locations in Hawaii, and I still worry because the cat is out of the damn bag when it comes to this military. Russia has dirt too, Jeffrey Mason. That's gonna be a future podcast, Skylar. We ain't even like I said it earlier today and I said it yesterday. You still dealing with the JV. This is Thursday night's game. You ain't got to Friday night with the varsity yet. You ain't got to the Rooskies yet. That's why this monkey keep talking about a third damn term. He compromised 6 ways to damn Sunday. You can't put anything past these people. These fake assassination attempts, that's Schoolhouse Rock on Saturday morning. That's nothing compared to what you probably gonna see in the future. He compromised by too many people. And see, this just ain't about, oh, okay, well, they caught me with my pants down, cheating on my wife. He could get past that. I mean, Slick Willie, Bill Clinton got past that. He monkeying around. They got his ass on video monkeying around with them minors. And he never gonna recover from that. And never is a long damn time. And like I keep saying, and I'm gonna keep going back to this point. You still got the damn MAGA out there that's, I don't care. What kind of sick ass people are these people? I don't care. Trump 2028, Trump 2032. I don't care what he did. So the people that you at work with, the people that's cooking your food in these restaurants, your bosses, your co-workers, people coming onto my property taking these fucking tours, giving me a 1 star when everybody else then gave us 5 damn stars. That's the problem. That is the central problem here. You have too many everyday Americans that's okay with this damn MAGA. Sick in the head. Nothing that he has done has made this country great again. Nothing. Not a damn thing. And they still get in here touting his ass. You learn from the time your ass is 2 years old, there's a reason for everything. There's a reason for everything. So if he's not making America great again, why are they supporting him? Why are they supporting him when he's taking money out of their pocket? That's what I told you. Racism. That's why they hate when I bring that shit up. That's why they get in here, they're racist, and you're racist, race. They hate to hear the word racism because they know that this is the central damn point to why they're supporting him. Why else would you support somebody like that for president who has no political experience, who has not made this country any better? That's why they don't want to hear, you always talking about color. And you always talking about this. No, it's not me, big homie. No, not me. It's you. Why else are you supporting that man? He had to tell you something. He had to come out with something. What's good with you, JJ? They can't control everything like they like to. But it's just not possible. Real talk. Yeah, it's facts all day long, Skylar. Yeah. Why else? Like I said, you wouldn't hear the damn word racism, race come out of my damn mouth if this monkey was in there, the petrodollar was safe, the military was strong, the economy was strong. You know, he had people in this country getting along. Everybody chipped up. The unemployment rate is right. Nobody complaining about that. I understand the world's not perfect. I'm not naive. But if he was truly making America great again, I wouldn't be up here talking about, well, the only reason why MAGA voted for him is because of race. I'd be like, well, MAGA voted for him because, shit, he's got the economy great. The military is great. The petrodollar is great. Well, the U.S. dollar is the world's reserve currency, nice and strong. The value of the dollar has never been stronger. You wouldn't hear them words come out of my mouth. But it's just the damn opposite. And you wouldn't even hear me utter them words if you had more MAGAs that come in here and say, you know what, man, I made a mistake. Yeah, I voted for that monkey 3 times, but that was a mistake. I used to be MAGA, now I done seen the light. Why else are these people still supporting this man? I'm going to blow him back into the Stone Age. No, I'm not. Oh, yeah, I am. Psych. I'm going to put him to the bottom of the sea. No, I'm not. And you still got people supporting that. Just like my mother used to say, at the end of the day, Jason, people aren't stupid. There's a reason why people do things. What's up, Steph? We see you. We see you, Stephanie. We see you. Aloha. There's a reason why people do these things. And I challenge MAGA every time they come in here to explain to me how he has made America great again. And I had one monkey get in here and say about a month ago, well, I got $2,000 more back on my tax return. And I wanted to throw the damn computer through the window. I said, so you are so obsessed with cash that you're willing to put you and your family through World War III just because you got $2,000 more that you really didn't, which is really not a profit because all you did was give that to ExxonMobil and Shell and everybody else and Walmart and Target and Safeway. This is ridiculous, man. This is damn ridiculous. Glad to be here. The dollar has lost its value by 10% within the past year, and it was already down. I say it on here every day, Stephanie. You keep monkeying around with that idiot at 1,600, and the U.S. dollar ain't going to be worth a damn quarter. Especially when they get Edward Scissorhands in there as the Fed chairman. And he starts to cut them damn interest rates. Because once again, they're going to do anything. They're going to do anything from fake assassination attempts to cutting interest rates, anything, just try to save these damn midterms, which they know is a wrap. Inflation be damned. I say it on here every day. When that monkey gets the Federal Reserve in his back pocket, when he gets Edward Scissorhands in his back pocket, no telling how low the dollar gonna go. Just to show they ain't in power no more. We got lazy H acres. Is this why I can't allow the midterms to happen? It's why they can't allow. You know what? I keep hearing that. And that shit scares the living daylights out of me. And I keep hearing that, lazy acres. I keep hearing that these midterms, that they gonna come up with some sort of plot or plan or something, that these midterms may not happen. I'm gonna get to your comment in a second, Stephanie. But yeah, that scares the living daylight. I don't, because like I said, I'm 56 years old. I have never seen midterms or the general election not happen. I was surprised when somebody said, yeah, there's this little clause in the right corner attic of the Constitution that says if this motherfucker calls martial law, or if he does this, that, and the other, you can't have an election. I said, well, who the fuck wrote that? So I don't know what little backdoor closet chest that they gonna dust off on the Constitution and say, there's our excuse right there for that not to happen. So lazy acres, you right on point. Stephanie says, nope, it's going fast. So very fast. Look at what happened in Venezuela. When their money lost its value, they went down the same path we're on currently. And that's why I keep saying they don't even learn lessons from the past. They don't, because they don't care. Because they obviously don't care. They'll happen, but they will try something. You know what? I keep hearing more and more. See that damn comment that Lazy Acres just put up. See, that sends shivers through my damn body. Because I keep hearing more and more comments about that ism. And I don't know if whatever they got planned is the dress rehearsal for the general election in 2028. And that's why I keep saying, that's why I said the other day, what the hell is going on? Why is he so obsessed with that damn ballroom? I cannot put my finger on why he's so obsessed with that ballroom and that bunker underneath. I can't figure that one out. I can't. I'm gonna have to put that one into the chat box because I don't know. It is scary. I know it is, but the fear is part of the plan. It is. You're exactly right, Stephanie. That fear factor with Joe Rogan is part of the plan. That fear factor is part of this ism. You got too many people out there, from what I hear on podcasts to what I hear in these chats. They keep saying the same damn thing. Just like my old man told me, you might not like when somebody's trying to tell you about yourself, but let me tell you something, Jason. When you get multiple people that keep telling you that you have this bad fault and that bad fault, you need to take that into consideration. I'm getting too many people that keep saying the same damn thing. So I can't deny it. I cannot deny that they got something planned. And I think it's just too strange the way this war over there is just hovering. I know good and damn well the U.S. military is stronger than what they're showing. Why is this war just hovering? Do something. Either bring your ass home or do something. It's just hovering. He comes, well, World War I lasted 50 damn years. World War II lasted 80 damn years. Vietnam was 92 years. He keep coming up with all these facts that basically is giving him an excuse for this shit to hover. And I'm just not cool with that. Your name is Jason? Yeah. like like Friday the 13th. Are you I'm curious real quick, is the bunker under it? Are you Lazy Acres from around the corner? Because I know there's a Lazy Acres that's got an Airbnb right around the corner from us. As soon as I saw your name, I didn't know if that was you or not. And they all know that they made their constitution off the 5 civil tribes, copy and paste. Oh, I'm in Ohio. Okay, I want to get to Ohio in a second. It's all they do. And then Stephanie says, LOL, yes, it's truly because no matter which way you chop it, the federal government has nothing to do with elections. Each state has their own process. Even if martial law happens, we can still vote. I hope so. I hope so. Because I believe people said that same thing about like immigration and ICE and all of that. And you see, he said, shit, state law be damned. I'm releasing the hounds. What part of Ohio are you in, Lazy Acres? Yeah, I hope we still can vote, but man, with this monkey in charge, I don't put, like I said, Caroline County. Okay, I'm originally from Cuyahoga County. Go Browns, baby, go Browns. Voting is a problem, major one. Register name. Register means abandon ship. You are the ship. All I can do is say, as far as people voting, I don't see really. I mean, I agree with you, Book, to a certain extent, but I don't see no other way to control this monkey. I don't see any other way to possibly control his ass and replace this regime. If there's another way, I would love for you to put it in the chat. Because I agree with you. Voting is, I mean, it gets to a point where it's a joke. When at the end of the day, the motherfucker that you vote for is compromised. What good is your vote? I agree with you. But what I would love for people to put in the comments, what is the alternative? Because you surely can't take up arms. That surely can't happen. You surely can't try to overthrow the government like they did on January 6th. That surely can't happen. So what is another realistic way to make a difference out there? Because I completely agree with you. When you vote, I mean, what good is a damn vote when you got a monkey that's going to do whatever Muriel Adelson tells you to do? Maybe Grim will come visit. I would love for anybody in the chat to give another solution. The more people register, the more that keeps them in power. Offer the signature, waiving your rights. Like I said, I completely respect what you're saying, Book. How do you get, once you got a monkey in there like that, how do you legally get his ass and that regime removed? Because what you're saying, I've heard on other podcasts, and all the rhetoric, all the talk, all goes back to the same place. Well, at the end of the day, the only thing we can do is vote. I mean, what else can we do, bruh? What else can we do, man? Because like I say, I agree with you. I mean, voting, first of all, they got the vote all jacked up. They taking, with the gerrymandering, you can vote, but you can't. This district is all fixed. That district is all fixed. And even when people vote, then they want to try to, oh, it was fixed. You cheated me. I got cheated. The one solution that has been implemented obviously doesn't work. What is another way? Because when voting doesn't work, you are no longer in a damn democracy. And obviously, voting doesn't work. The participation has to stop. And I assume you mean the participation in purchasing items. Just boycotting different isms, because we all know that the greenback is their god. I almost feel like that's a more viable plan than voting. You boycotting their money. If you hurt them in the pocketbook, if you hurt them in the damn wallet, maybe that will make a change. Now that much I agree with. Like I said, I witnessed that for my own two eyes with my own damn pocketbook. During COVID, motherfuckers were still coming over here traveling. I don't give a damn about that virus. I'm coming to Hawaii. They had to tell people to stop coming over here. The moment oil went over $100 damn a barrel and they thought they had to pay $5 more for a damn plane ticket, the travel industry went came to a complete damn halt. There you go. That very well may be the solution. Taking yourself out the damn market, off the market. That very well may be the solution. Because, like I said, I witnessed that personally. My wife and I were shocked when people they would come on the damn news and tell people, do not come to Hawaii. They used to have signs out there. Hawaii is on vacation during COVID. Don't come here. We was like, why in the hell would anybody be traveling and staying in hotels and blah, 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 blah with this damn virus everywhere? That fucking oil hit triple digits. Everything stopped. I have never seen a group of damn people that's more worried about money than their damn health as I'm seeing now. We shocked every day over here. AI bubble is proving the current market anyway, that and the war. You can say that about that AI bubble. The ship is the property that's being occupied by who they voted for. When you say the ship, what ship you talking about? That one kind of went over my head. The person. I feel you. Now I see you. Yeah, boycotting their money sounds like a damn good plan. But once again, that goes back to the podcast I had a few days ago when I was talking about motherfucking. Now the Iranians can do that shit. Hezbollah can do that. This country is too full of spoiled damn brats. The sole purpose for a large majority of this population, the sole purpose of them waking up is to go check their bank account and figure out what they're going to buy at the mall and what new car they got and blah, 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 blah. How many times have we seen it here in the chat? Oh, you're just mad because I have a big house and I have a nice car and blah, 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 blah. So that very well may be the way out of this. But at my age, my ass will be long gone by the time people in this country say, all right, I'm a really, really pull back and not spend any money. And that's why I said an hour ago, I hope this country never does get invaded. I hope we never see war on this soil. but it may be something like that. It may have to take something that damn drastic for people to say, all right, my vote didn't count. This didn't count. That didn't count. All right, I'm pulling back. I'm boycotting with my wallet now. It may get just that damn serious. No such thing as woke. we about to get woke. All I know is you got a problem. You got some big problems out there. You're in a perfect storm. And there's no precedence for this. There is no playbook for what you're getting ready to see. There is no past solution that we can go into the medicine cabinet and say, oh, okay. Well, when I got this headache, I take this pill. No. Woke. I wake and bake every day. Stephanie says true. Real talk. So I don't know. You got a compromised president. You got a compromised administration. And that's like the central problem with this ism. Because any logical solution you can't is not viable because you don't have a logical individual in there. And even if he wanted to be logical, he's compromised. He's completely 100% compromised, like I said, and he's compromised in a way that there's really no way out. Because like I said, Bill Clinton was compromised to a certain extent with that whole Monica Lewinsky thing. But still, that was at the end of the day, you had 50% of the population say, well, I don't give a damn. That's between him and Hillary. They dropped some videos on this monkey at 1600 doing something illegal with some underage children. That's going to be a big problem. If that ism exists. And I'm just doing a CYA by saying if. We all know the damn truth. That's a problem. That's a different kind of ism, big homie. And you got most of this country, and I can confidently say most of this country, they're not gonna pull back on their finances. They just not. The United States is too damn materialistic for enough people to take themselves off the market financially. It's too materialistic. And that's what worries me. There is no, yeah, that's true enough. That would be a great solution. That would solve the problem like that. But you don't have enough people that's going to do that. You don't have enough people that's going to live off grid. I've talked many times on this podcast about how Americans mainly are afraid to be a little bit uncomfortable. Pulling back, taking yourself off the market is uncomfortable to a lot of people. Catching water, living off of solar, making your food, cooking your food off of dry wood, that is uncomfortable. What is the solution that is actually viable? Which is the question of the damn hour. We are, see how what I said went over everybody's head except Paradise? that's because that motherfuckers don't want to be uncomfortable. It's that uncomfortableness. We are the country in need of regime change, without a doubt. They They're gonna have to. They're gonna be forced to. That's all by design as well. Stop participating to keep your rights. And I truly believe the only way, and like I say, I hope I never see this dark day in this country. But the only way this country is going to be forced to do what you're talking about, Book, the moderator, the only way they're going to be forced to is if you see conflict, war on this soil. That's the only way. Or maybe if that chat bot starts to take over the way they keep predicting. But at that point, motherfuckers ain't gonna have no money anyway, because they ain't gonna have a job to take off. They're not gonna have a job to take their money off the damn market. I believe you have to see some sort of international conflict on this soil for something like that to happen. And I would hate to see that. But it may take that. And if I know that, I'm sure a lot of you out there know that. That monkey at 1600, he knows that. And that's the reason why he said they ain't never going to do it. So we need to rig these elections because they're still in the frame of mind that they can make a change at the ballot box. Once you do that, you have nothing to run in. The mosquitoes should have their own band. They play a good violin. I don't know if y'all hearing that damn mosquito that keep going up there by the phone. They're a pain in the ass today. It's humid out there and no wind is blowing. So you keep seeing me do this. And I guess they like my green. We books say once you do that, they have nothing to run in. It's not a bunker under East Wing. It's a data center. Like I said, I'm open to all suggestions, all suggestions, all concepts. I wouldn't be surprised. And what they gonna use? And what are they gonna use all this data for? What is the chat bot down there computing? Because like I said, when it comes to that ballroom and what's under it and what's above it and all that, I'm open to all suggestions because I have no idea. It's a McDonald's. We'll say, duh. It's a data center. What they gonna do? Mount Weather. What is it? Mount Weather VA is the bunker. I'm not sure what Mount Weather is. The VA is the bunker. What they gonna do with this data center? What is the chat bot down there computing? Is the question of the damn hour. And y'all hit that damn like button. Shit. Y'all hit that sub button for me. Because you got a lot of data centers everywhere. What's gonna make that data center any different than all these other data centers that they got, that they producing? I am all damn ears here. I'm so glad. I thought I would have had a maggot in here by now. I'm so glad they keeping their asses out of here. I told y'all it was going to take a minute, but this podcast was going to get a reputation for not monkeying around with these monkeys. Mount Weather VA is the bunker. What is that? What is Mount Weather? Like I say, that one went over my head. And I think it's an absolute shame that we even got to talk about stuff like this, about midterms not happening, about this not happening, about that not happening. I think it's a damn shame. When, like I said, you go all the way back to 2014, 2015, his slogan was "Make America Great Again." And you see where we are 10, 11 years later. You see where we are. I'm glad I know how to take myself off the market. I heard that. I took myself off the market for the most part years ago. That's why I preach on here every day. People need to get off grid. I preach on here every damn day that people need to get off grid. But people too comfortable. People are too damn comfortable. That's exactly why them Israelis tried 3 times to break them Hezbollah guerrillas and couldn't do it. That's exactly the reason why you stuck over there in that damn strait with them Iranians begging you to bring in ground troops. Because they know the U.S. is afraid to be uncomfortable, afraid to take themselves off the market. That's the sole existence for the majority of this country. It's consumption. China knows that. The world knows that. The world knows that this country don't produce a damn thing. All we do is consume, consume, consume. Yo, I put a message up there about Mount Weather explaining it, and I think it was censored. Maybe, huh? People still want to have a little house on the prairie. Yup. I'm not sure why it got censored. Yo, I put a message up there about Mount Weather. Maybe I got to Google it. So I got to Google Mount Weather. They're still trying to fit in, hoping that will be equal to the beast. Let me see if I can Google Mount Weather. I never even heard of Mount Weather. What is that? Let me Google Mount Weather. There it is, Mount Weather, Virginia. I never heard of this shit. I learned something today. Mount Weather Emergency Operations Center. The Mount Weather Emergency Operations Center is a government command facility located near Frogtown, Virginia. Shit, I never even heard of this. Used as the center of operations for the Federal Emergency Management for FEMA, also known as the High Point Special Facility. What the hell? The facility is a primary relocation site for the highest level of civilian and military officials in case of a natural disaster. Playing a significant role in continuity of government. I never knew this shit existed. Let me take a look at this motherfucker. I thought shit like this was just in the movies. I never heard of this ism. All I can do is tell you from the picture, it don't look like it hold many people. You sure the hell ain't gonna fit 350 million people in there. I'll be damned. Let me go back to this motherfucker. The site came into public eye in 1974 by the Washington Post and the AP. mentioning the facility after the crash of TW-8 Flight 514, a Boeing 727 jetliner, into Mount Weather on December 1st, 1974, resulting in the death of 92 people. I see now the other shoe is dropping. Is located in the Blue Ridge Mountains. I mean, we had a cat on here talking about the Blue Ridge Mountains, and I thought he was just monkeying around. I thought that was just the mountains near his hood. That's what the hell he was talking about. Damn. Blew my damn mind. During the Northeast blackout of 1965, the Mount Weather Emergency Operations Center had its first full-scale activation. Also, they didn't use this motherfucker before. Huh. According to a letter to the editor of the Washington Post, after the September 11th attacks, most of the congressional leadership were evacuated to Mount Weather by helicopter. Didn't know that either. Between 1979 and 1981, the National Gallery of Art developed a program to transport valuable paintings in its collection to Mount Weather via helicopter. Its success depends on how far in advance warning of an attack is received. Okay. Like I say, this is why I do these podcasts. I'm here to teach and to learn. Ain't that some shit? Well, I'm going to try again. It's where they go and shit, y'all. Which is why I think the East Wing Underground is a data center. It's underground so you won't see it on the map. It's for government officials, says Skylar. I never knew about that ism. Damn. I'll be damned. I'll be damned. It's mentioned in the 1963 film 7 Days in May. No, I didn't know about that. Yep, we know some rappers with art galleries. There you have it. Well, that eliminates the theory of a bunker being underneath that damn ballroom. So a data center. I wonder what the hell the chatbot gonna do with that. Because like I said, you already got a bunch of data centers going in existence and in the planning phase. I wonder what's going to make this data center so special. Is this the king of data centers? Oh, yes. We all learn from one another, which is another thing them fools don't want. No, they don't want it at all. Nope. Like I say all the time, they hate these damn podcasts. They can't stand that with one click of a button that we can get on here and discuss this kind of ism. They can't stand it. So see, that's the reason why Trump and Congress, because no telling what the hell he got set up at Mar-a-Lago. See, all of them have a way out. All the people that's making these decisions for us, they have a way out. They already got more money than they can count. And right there, the chat just showed you with the setup in VA, they have a way out. They have an escape plan. 300 million people, 325, 30 million people perish, so be it. And that's the reason why some sort of plan, some sort of invented or taken to prevent us from having our asses hanging out there in the damn wind. I mean, when I read stuff like that, like I just saw about that weather center, that makes me double down, triple down on. I mean, I guess your best bet is you got to create your own damn weather center, because they sure ain't, your ass show up there, they sure ain't gonna let you in the gates. Your best bet. That makes me feel even better about the lifestyle I'm living out here off grid. You basically got to create your own weather center. What do you say? Oh, yes. Want to know. And I'm going after my inheritance too. I know how to get it. They sure do, but we got the coordinates too. They're on the website. I don't know if I'm sure that place is. I'm sure they're going to have that monkey on lock. I feel better trying to create my own ism. Like I say, if I go out, at least I want to know I went out with my boots on. Damn. You basically got to create your own little weather center VA. That's real talk. Yup. That's your best bet. Because, see, they got theirs. I bet they got little seed banks down in there and everything in case it all goes to shit. I bet that setup is as off grid as it comes. If you was to really get a so-called tour of that ism. So what? That I guess that thing must hold what, like 300-400 people? That's crazy, man. They got it all down to the art. Exactly. What's good with you, Millennial? We see you, big homie. We appreciate that like, big homie. Yeah, all the way down to the damn surrealism. Damn. Once again, we ain't nothing but pawns out here. We ain't nothing but pawns. That makes me feel even stronger about that fact that we're nothing but pawns. With that compromised monkey at 1600. So yeah, you got to get off grid. Damn, that just makes my ass. That makes me want to double up on everything I'm doing over here. Now that I see that, now that I see that they got a ism like that for themselves, I pretty much only thought the rich and the damn No, the rich and famous had shit like that. No, they got all that. I was sure that the president had something like that, but I didn't know that they had all of that for Congress and for the National Gallery of Art. No, I didn't know that. You got to get off grid. If you plan on surviving something real bad, because they obviously are planning on surviving it. And people still go participate in their game instead of taking yourself off the market. Yup. That's exactly what they're going to do. That's exactly what they're going to do, boy. Because taking yourself off the market says uncomfortable. And like I was saying the other day, a lot of people, they rather, either I'm going to be comfortable or I don't want to live on this planet. That's what a lot of people are saying. Either I'm going to be comfortable or I don't want to live. And the powers that be know that. The powers that be know that. They say they can look at a damn weather control center in Virginia, all the hell they want. They're not going to do anything about it. They're not going to create their own little weather center, their own little bunkers. They're just not. They're going to say they're going to talk all that madness, go out there, start pricing stuff. Okay, for you to create this, that, and the other, you're looking at 10, 20, 100,000. They're going to say, shit. Well, maybe in the next lifetime. Even people in this chat going to still participate. A lot of people are still going to participate. Being uncomfortable, a lot of people would, once again, do I need to give the example again? People still traveled during that damn COVID. And you can't get them to budge now because they're afraid that they may lose an extra $10, $20, $100. And that's going to shatter their comfortability. They don't want to be a little bit uncomfortable. I don't even want to risk being uncomfortable. I'm not taking my ass to Hawaii, and the trip may be an extra $500. But hell, that damn virus, so what? If it kills me, it kills me. I'd rather be dead than to be maybe. I've seen that firsthand. What you're saying, I see it firsthand. First damn hand. People don't want to be uncomfortable. Especially Americans. And once again, there you go. That's why these numbers always go down. When you start talking about stuff that's uncomfortable and you start calling people out, they run. The good ship Jesus is coming for you, black people. They run. People, they run. They run like roaches with the light on. Because when you start talking about certain individuals, they go, oh, well, that sounds like me. I don't want to hear that. And they swipe. Damn. That was very, very enlightening for me today to see that. That makes me feel better about the way I'm living out here, the way my wife and I are doing things around here. Because you would think, and that's why I laugh. That's why I laugh at this damn MAGA talking about making America great again. You would think they would have them kind of setups all around the damn country. If some shit go down, okay, we got it set up to where a large majority of this country or whoever or everyone has a setup to survive this shit. Oh shit. We're gonna I mean, that's just dirty. That's like if you have a family and you say, well, I mean, because like I say, Congress and the president, you know, they're supposed to be working for us. They're supposed to be like our parents looking after us. Well, we're fine. That's like your mother father saying, well, if there's a terrorist attack or if there's a nuclear bomb that goes off, well, me and your father are fine. Now, y'all, I don't know. I mean, how would you look at your parents if you knew something like that was taking place? It's time to face reality for those who just swipe all day long, but they're not. This is to a majority of the people out there, these podcasts, this is all what they call conspiracy theories, shit that they think will never happen. They just talking that shit for clicks. They just whoop-de-whoop and whoop-de-whoop. And that's why I say, I hope you never do see real conflict on this soil. But that's what it's going to take to wake people up. Because I think anything short of that, it's just going to go in one ear and out the other with people. Anything short of that. Because this country has seen pretty much everything but that. Like I say, when you still got people after that damn health crisis, after COVID, you still have these monkeys sneezing in their damn hand, wiping their damn nose, ready to shake your hand, and coughing without covering their mouth. That obviously wasn't enough to get people to tighten that up. You've seen a 9/11. You've seen a Great Recession. You've seen people with foreclosures from here to the damn hills. You've seen all of that. The only thing you have not seen, and like I said, I hope we never see it, is a war on this soil. I truly believe that's the only thing that's ever going to wake people up. You got this compromised damn administration. Yeah, I mean, you would think that would be enough to wake people up. That people would sit back and go, all right, man, hold up. This ain't even the United States anymore. The hell with the Civil War they're talking about, may go on. The administration that we have in charge, we basically being controlled by this little ass country called Israel. It's controlling the narrative and the actions of this country, of this administration. You think that would be enough to wake people up? People still get in here rah-rah. So, once again, if anybody in the chat has a comment or a suggestion other than conflict on this soil, I would love to hear that they think is going to wake people up. Who is this? They need to, let's see, there's more underground facilities, but they're either privately owned or another government facility. They need to worry about when it's coming on, because when it do come, baby, they can't stop that. Nauticus is here, baby. 9 F-35 rejected by Spain via Turkey. Aiden, what are you talking about? You know what, Aiden? I have no idea. I'm starting to wonder who you are, man. Hold up for a second, chat. I'm really starting to wonder who you are, Aiden. You spam my phone all the time with damn videos and all that BS. You come into this damn chat trying to change the narrative. I'm going to tell you one time, homie. Stop spamming my damn text with links. I'm going to tell you that one last time. I'm going to tell you that. Stop doing that. Stop sending me fucking texts. Now, I have a record of me telling you that. I'm about to hide you from this damn chat because I don't know who you are, man. I don't know who you are. I looked at your little timeline that you sent me. That's great. But I have no idea who you are. You have no avatar. You send me these, you send me all these damn links. I don't know who you are. Stop sending me shit, man. Stop. If you're going to come into this chat, fine. But stop trying to change the damn narrative. We up in here talking about one subject, and you always come in here trying to change the subject. I don't know. You have a great channel, Enlightened One. I have, bro, I don't know what you trying to do here. I don't know if you're trying to flatter me or what. I don't know what it is, man. But I'm telling you, man, stop texting me. I'm looking at it from a standpoint now. It's to the point of harassment. Stop texting me. If you want to come in here and participate with what we're talking about, great. But stop trying to change the damn narrative. Stop trying to hijack this damn podcast. I don't know who you are, man. Like I said, I looked at your little timeline thing, great. But I don't ask for shit all day long. Stop harassing me with text. Stop trying to change the narrative in this chat. I don't know who the hell you are. You can unsub and all that. I don't care. I have no idea why people think when they unsub, like that shit is going to affect me. Like I keep saying, like we just talked about, there's 350 million people on this damn planet. We here talking about, this is the second time today you done this bullshit. You're talking about Chernobyl. Now you're talking about, we're not even talking about that. That is the one thing. That is the one thing I have learned about being a podcaster. That is the one thing. You would think that you meet a lot of strange people as you go out into the world every day. The strangest, weirdest damn people I have ever met comes on here, comes into this damn chat from time to time. I don't know who you are, bro. I have no idea why you walk around with no avatar. I have no idea what side of the aisle you on. All I know is stop texting me. Stop harassing me. Black flag. The hot shot. Where the race spray? I got it right here. And for the simple fact, I guess he is an Israeli bot. I guess so. Book, he's all yours. I don't know who this cat is. And I want to see it. Switch. No doubt the ops are here. Yup. See ya. And I wouldn't want to be. Very strange individual. Some of the weirdest damn people I have ever encountered. And I've seen some strange ones in 56 years. Believe you me, he's a strange one. And I have no idea what some of these damn people think they're going to accomplish with some of the shit that they be doing. I have no idea. Weird, man. Strange, strange, strange. So once again, I apologize that, he came in here and tried to hijack this conversation for the second damn time today. And threw the damn conversation off in the left field. But I think the point has been made. We all have to try to create our own bunkers, because obviously the powers that be is not looking out for us. They're not looking out for us now. And after I saw that weather center, they don't have a plan to look out for us in the damn future. That's crazy. That fucking FEMA, you would think that I thought FEMA was for us. Nigga, FEMA is for them. Me too. Shit, I thought it was a strange homeboy got one on me. Real talk. Real thought I was strange homeboy got one on me. Real talk. That's what I say. You ever wanna see some strange ass people start a podcast? You can see the best in human beings and you'll see the worst. That's the one thing. If somebody asks me, what have you learned from doing this for the last couple of years? I've seen the best come out in people and I've seen the worst. There really is no damn in between. Strange, man. I'm trying to tell you. Motherfucker texting me, just spamming my damn phone. Like, motherfucker, I just hit the delete button. I looked at one of his things, his timeline. I said, okay, maybe that'll satisfy his ass. I told him I looked at a little ism, maybe he'll go away. Shh. And like I say, man, like I be saying to myself, motherfucker, I got 1,600 something people subbing. I can only imagine with motherfuckers with 200,000, 300,000 people following them. The shit they be going through. 1 million followers. You got some strange spider senses tingling. Real talk. I'm glad we were able to look at Mount Weather, though, for sure, because that first comment mysteriously disappeared. Then when you said Google it, I'm over saying yes, please. Yeah, I'm surprised about that too. Because I don't think you sent a link. Because I don't think you can send a link on here. I think somehow it's got it set up to where I think I can just send links. I think you just put a statement up there and it said, So yeah, man. Once again, the thing I like about what mostly everybody is saying in here today is it all goes back to while we stuck over there in that damn Gulf, in that damn strait. They do not have your best interests at heart. Inside these borders and outside these borders, they do not have your best interests at heart. And once again, I'm going to keep giving the backstory of how we got to this point, like I did earlier today about how Hezbollah got started. Because, like one of the homies told me years ago, it's easy to read the future. All you got to do is look at the past. And obviously, everybody, for the most part, knows what's going on in the present. So I'm on here to initially talk about how we got to this point how we can prevent from making a lot of these same mistakes in the future, and how people got to get prepped. People got to get prepped, but most of them ain't. Paradise, I'm using my solar fan right now. I'm testing it out. Oh my God. I bet it's nice, big homie. I was impressed with it. I clicked on the link and like I text you back. I was like, shit, you can charge your phone on that bitch, huh? I was impressed with it. How's the little charger working out? How's the Walmart solar panel working out for you? Have you tested it out yet? You in the game as far as electricity. That's good to see. Right now, yes. Good. You in the game as far as that goes. Gotta catch that water next, big homie. You got it. That's the next big one. Is the water. And then you got to purify that ism, man. That's the next big one. I'm not sure what kind of setup you got over there. I think you told me you're growing a little bit of food on the balcony. So, like I say, them the people that you better be rubbing elbows with. I feel even more confident about saying that after what I learned today about that damn weather center. Like I said, I'm not naive enough to think that the president and maybe the VP didn't have something. I figured that, but I didn't know them niggas had something for all of Congress. No, they keep that ism quiet. Hold up, I can get a solar panel. Hold up, I can get a solar panel from Walmart. No, I'm just talking about the oh, that was Stephanie. Okay, yeah, Book can tell you what he got from Walmart. Yeah, the moderator, he was shopping while he was moderating. He was multitasking the other day. Yeah. And I'm glad he got it now. And he wasn't running in there at the last minute when Armageddon hits. That's why I keep telling people. Better get that ism. It was affordable for him and everything. But he can tell you. He can if he wants. He can explain to you what he got. I clicked on his link, and I was impressed. The sun is charging up right now. I'm gonna check it out for sure. Yeah. Yup. I'm telling y'all, you better get off grid. You got to get off grid. Next thing, you got to start catching that water. That water is important, man, because that's gonna be different for a lot of people. We were scared as hell the first time we filtered that ism on our own and gave it a little boil. Because like I said before this, I had never even been in no little situation where the city says, okay, we're on a boil water alert. I never even experienced anything like that. Sip that ism, and you just know your ass is gonna fall out. No, nothing of the kind. Nothing. Now we got it to the point where it don't taste any different than the damn store-bought water. There's no difference. And like I said, I never dreamed that one of our main filters would simply be a balled up piece of kitchen roll. That works excellent as a filter, because we was buying the damn coffee filters. But I was like, is there a cheaper way to do this? Because we don't drink no damn coffee. Chatbot said, yeah, you can use some kitchen roll. Use paper towel. It works like a charm. I've been storing water, and I have tablets to purify water. That's all gravy. Low, medium, high. And I got lights on here too. Yo, I know exactly what you're talking about with the lights. Have to give me some more tablets to clean the water too. Y'all sound like y'all both using the tablets. We have I've heard about these tablets, but I've never used tablets. And I'm not even sure how much they cost. I was like, what's the cheapest way for me to do it? And the chatbot was like, just use that kitchen roll. And that kitchen roll works. Am I trying to say the paper towel? Put that right in that damn funnel. Whoop-de-whoop that. So I assume with the tablets, you don't have to do a boil. I would make that assumption. Because we still do boil it. But I was like, man, what is the most natural way and the most natural, cheapest way to do this ism? And that's what it said. I do boil too. Okay. Oh, yeah. Cheesecloth works too. What the hell is cheesecloth? Give me something else to Google. What the hell is that? Cheese? No, nigga, not the Cheesecake Factory. Cheesecloth. What the hell is that? Oh, okay. A lightweight, loosely woven 100 cotton gauze used primarily for straining liquids and wrapping foods such as curds in cheese making. Okay. Never heard of it. There you go. There you go, chat. You see my ass is cheap. They say, nigga, shit, that nigga use paper towel. Cheesecloth sound expensive. Where do you get that ism? Can you get that ism at Walmart, or you gotta go to the Cheesecake Factory? I never even heard of that shit. My wife might have heard of it. I never heard of no damn cheesecloth. Damn. I heard that. I ain't mad at you. Hell yeah. Y'all better get all these techniques down. Because you're gonna be in world conflict for years to come. And them niggas gonna be at that weather center relaxing and sipping on pure water and living off of solar. I'm sure they got big screen TVs in there and everything. And they don't give a damn about your monkey ass. Let me take another look at that little center. That shit got me all fucked up. God, shit, I don't watch too many movies. They don't have that in the movies. They just got the one for the president. What's the name of it again? Weather Center, Virginia. I think that was the name of that, isn't it? No, I don't know. What's the name of it again? I lost. That ain't it, nigga. That ain't it. What's the name of it? What's the name of the place again? That's why, what do you say? That's why I spend money on my health every month. I know that's right. They sure are damn assholes on my health. I used to use cheesecloth to strain my cannabis butter. I heard that. Mount Weather, that's what it is. Let me take another look at that ism. I don't niggas, they don't mention that. There it is. Let me do some more images of this. They got a different angle. Look at that motherfucker. Look at that. I'll be damned. That nigga's got all that. They in the middle of no damn where, too. That nigga's got all of that. And you're not invited. Got the little schematic of it and everything. I'll be a monkey's damn uncle. A federal damn bunker. FEMA. I had a cat that came here on a tour. He worked for FEMA. That's one thing I do like about these tours. You meet a lot of different individuals. What is this shit saying? Nigga, you are not invited. They got the ism set up. I ain't mad at them. Nigga said, the hell with y'all. That's dirty, man. That just made me look different at this. It gave me a new angle on how dirty they really are. I didn't think these monkeys could get any dirtier than they are. That niggas had the nerve to build this with their own damn self. That's a shame. That's a crying damn shame. What do you say? I'm drinking honey ginger tea with soursop. Okay, see, I'm glad you mentioned that soursop. Let me soursop in it. Oh my God, I think I'm in love. Wow. One of the tourists here. Well, we had a family that came here about a year ago, and they had such a good time. They left us a soursop tree. And I never had soursop. And we asked the majority of the people on the tour, I'm like, you ever heard of soursop? They're like, well, yeah, nigga. I'm like, well, we never heard of it. So I got a soursop tree out there. But it's still small. You are speaking facts. And the only reason we know about it is because of a plane crash in the set. And so that plane crash, so they kept it a complete secret, but that crash told on them, huh? Okay, so that's what I was reading. Ain't that about a bitch? Ain't that about Nathaniel? So I guess when that plane crashed, I guess the media was like, well, what the fuck is this? Huh. That's the coldest right there. That's the coldest right there. I'll be damned. Like they say, nigga, all darkness comes to light. Ask Trump and them Epstein files. Ask Mount Weather. They tried to keep that in. I wonder what the lie was. I'm sure somebody around there had to say, well, what the hell is this? Or what the hell, when they was building it? I'm sure the residents had to say, well, nigga, what are y'all building? I would love to know what the disguise they use, what the lie they told to the surrounding public. Huh. So if you got that, what other shit do they got out there that a plane hasn't crashed into that we don't know about? They told locals it was a I'm curious to see what they told the locals it was. They told the locals it was a FEMA. What, so was a FEMA what? So government can still function. It ain't functioning too well now. Huh. And so the government can still function. It ain't functioning too well now. FEMA outpost of some sort. It sure ain't functioning too well now. You can say that again, Skylar. A FEMA outpost of some sort. And I guess if you don't know any different, you just go, okay. I'm sure they found it awful strange that when that ism was up, nigga, it was like, well, does anybody work in there? Are y'all hiring? That was never for the people. Huh. What else is not for the people? That shit dirty as hell, man. That's cold-blooded. Yeah, I had a cat here. My nigga Pete. That was his name, Pete. He came on the tour by himself. Pete was cool. Yo, he worked for FEMA. That nigga said he had the jacket and everything. Yeah. That's crazy, man. Yeah, you meet a lot of different people on these tours. You meet a lot of different damn people on these motherfucking tours. Some of everybody comes to Hawaii. Yep, he was straight FEMA. I'm like, nigga, you work for FEMA, huh? We've had who's them people? I forgot. They was motherfuckers that didn't work for the UN that then came up in here. No, shit. No telling what other spy then came up in here. If I tried to tell you, I definitely end up on some checklist out by the Files episode about Mount Weather. Maybe. If I try to tell you, I'll definitely end up on some list. Check out the Y Files episode on Mount Weather. The Y Files episode. Let me see. Mount Weather Y Files episode. You know, my computer don't blow up. I need this motherfucker. Let me see this. So the Y Files. Yeah, okay. That's a show. That's why you said episode. Okay. It's frequently discussing episodes focused on. Okay. So I assume I can see that on YouTube. Oh shit! Let me see. Secret bunkers. The Greenbrier connection. So they got a few of these little bunkers. Mount Weather is operated by FEMA and is often described as the secret government in conspiracy circles, particularly when discussing alien technology or disaster preparedness. Like I say, the Y Files episode list. Okay. I'm gonna have to check that out. So that's exactly why people gotta start fending for them damn selves. I'm really glad that this came up today. Yeah, this is really interesting. I assume I can watch that episode. Hopefully I can watch it on YouTube and I don't have to pay for anything. Hell yeah. Book. Damn. You better get your shit. You better get your off grid on. These niggas got all kind of secret shit going. Like I said, I'm not so naive to think that they didn't, but when you get it from a different angle and you see some of this ism for your own two eyes, that hits home, big homie. Ain't that right, Chickie? Shit, even Chickie said, nigga, I thought you knew. It's free on the. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. I had never heard of no damn Mount Weather, and I see that's crazy. Like I always say, timing is everything in life. Because I wish I had known this before old boy came here on the tour from FEMA. Because I'd have been like, nigga, the hell with these ferns. Tell my ass about Mount Weather. so his ass can start. Oh well. He could have been like Scott Bassett, Casper the Friendly Ghost. The president. So that nigga starts stuttering. When you have time, yes, please watch it. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Damn. Yeah, man, you better get off grid. That's real talk. This shit, like I said, I thought I had already doubled down and tripled down on the off grid. No, nigga, I got more work to do. Shit. I did the podcast the other day about about the grid going down. I said, well, the government may come after your ass after, a month or so. They may come to help. Them niggas ain't never coming after what the hell I done read here today. These monkeys ain't never coming to save your ass. LOL, it's probably best you didn't ask. It's best you didn't know to ask the FEMA guy. I wonder what the look you'd have gave me. Damn. Now I wish I'd have known about that ism. Cause shit, we was sitting in there laughing. Like I said, at the end of the tour, we have our little tea, we have our little chit chat session with the guests, and we were sitting here laughing about what was it? Katrina. When Bush was up there talking about, oh, hey, Brownie. That's when that nigga's name, Brian, last name Brian, was the head of FEMA. Brownie, you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job, Brownie. We were sitting here laughing about that. I wish I could have hit him with that Mount Weather and saw the damn look on his face. Like, nigga, how you know about that? Damn. Yeah, because he say, one thing he did tell me, he said FEMA get a lot of backlash. He said FEMA get a lot of backlash. A lot of people don't like FEMA. Because I was asking, I was like, so you got the jacket and all, the truck and all that shit? He was like, yeah, but I don't really try to, you got to be careful where you wear that ism and, where you take that truck and all that, because a lot of people don't like FEMA. I can see why. They leave the National Guard and coasties out here with us common folk, but they ain't worried about us either. Yeah, you could say that again. Real talk. There was one on the East Coast in the 60s under a hotel till its cover was blown. So they've been having this shit for a while, huh? Man, I tell you, man, if I'd have known all this, I would have moved off grid a lot sooner. That makes me feel for monkeys in the suburbs that ain't prepped. I guess they figure, and that's the majority of the damn country. I guess that's how they figure when this ism goes down, this population control gonna be easy. Because they don't have a shot in the ass after after shit I'm reading here. Ain't no way in the world, ain't no way in the hell they gonna build something that damn sophisticated for nothing, for a maybe. Nah, they ain't gonna spend that kind of cheddar. Not for no maybe, big homie. I appreciate that like, big homie. Nah, they not gonna spend that kind of cheddar. Yeah, that cat was like, yeah, a lot of people, they welcome us with open arms. He's like, a lot of people don't like FEMA. I was like, how could they not like y'all? Y'all supposed to help everybody in disasters. And then he just left it at that. And now I see why. Now I see why. Shh. Damn. That's crazy as shit right there, man. That's real talk. These I'm gonna go to my damn battery rundown. I'm gonna try to stay on this ism. How much more time I got on with this battery? I gotta get in the damn thing. I got a few more minutes here. That's what they think. But who is above ground guarding a facility in a nuclear winter? We can get into if need be. Just gotta wait them out. I guess so. All I know is I got to triple down on my prepping because them niggas ain't never coming. Like I said, my little plan was, okay, if I can just hang on here, maybe one of these monkeys may show up in 2-3 months or whatever. These monkeys ain't never coming to rescue your ass if it get bad enough. They ain't never coming to this ism. Especially now, the way we out here deep in the Hawaiian jungle. That's a wrap, big homie. These niggas got all these underground facilities. And I'm still curious. If you stretch my damn legs, I'm still curious about that damn data center under that bunker. Because that monkey at 1600, he is obsessed with that bunker. See, this Mount Weather is what I thought that they was gonna build under that bunker, under that ballroom. I'm like, okay, so that's what I thought was going underneath there. But no, like you said, they already got that, big homie. What I mean, like I keep saying, what is this data center all about? I can't, I can believe that that's something that they would do, even though, like I said, they already got a bunch of data centers. What are they gonna do with all this data? These motherfuckers already. That's why I don't really try to hide anything about myself. They already know. They already know all they probably need to know about my black ass. My old man already told me. He was like, when you took your ass to the Ukraine, you on the knock list now. I was like, you really think they put me on? He was like, hell yeah, they put your ass on some sort of list. You took your ass over to Eastern Europe, didn't you? I was like, no shit. I was like, really? He was like, nigga, hell yeah. My old man said that. He said, if you wasn't on the list before that, you own it now. You took your ass over to the Ukraine. That's exactly what he told me. So, like I say, that's what I look out there now and then. Little chickie. She must see a mongoose out there. Let's see. Yup, just keep them prepping, but no, they ain't coming to help us. Hell no, they ain't coming to help us. I'm curious too, like, what do they need all that power for? I think it's for drones to control us via fear. I can believe that. Like I said, them damn drones, them monkeys there always was a bunker in DC. He just wants a fancier one. Okay, now that makes sense. Skylar, aloha, Yasmin, we see you. Everyone is surveilled. I believe that. Everyone that they can, well, you knew that. Well, Snowden told you, he told you that. That's why his ass he's stuck in Moscow. Edward Snowden told you that. Yup. And the crazy thing about Snowden, he lived not too far from where we lived when we was in Waikiki. He didn't live too far from that. They said that monkey, he shook the spot and never came back. Yup. Curious what they need all that power for. Yeah, I'm not sure. He just needs there always was a bunker in DC. He just wants a fancier one. That makes a lot of sense right there. Like I say, I already told y'all about Zuckerberg's bunker on Kauai. They said that monkey got a 5,000 square foot mansion underneath the ground. And he got all these above ground, all these damn, it's almost like a little apartment complex. I think I did this on a podcast about a year ago. I was talking about that. And obviously they plan on being over there a while. Gold-plated bunker. Because he got the White House. He got the Oval Office. He got that blinged out. I say that all the time. Nigga, are you the president or you some damn rapper? All the interviews he be doing in the Oval Office, it's all blinged out. Why do I always feel that they're watching me? Can't get no privacy. Oh, I always feel like somebody's watching me. I could care less them niggas watching me. If you want to sit here and watch my ass do yard work and artwork, you're more than welcome. The link to the Ko-fi page is in the description. If them niggas want to donate something. I've always felt like I really didn't care who was watching me because I knew I was never doing anything. So, if they want to watch you, you ain't going. You're not gonna be able to stop it. So, yeah, let me see. If your IQ is between 100, 140 and above, you are on the list, no doubt. So take an IQ test, people. I have no idea what my damn IQ is. The Dream Police are watching. I wouldn't doubt it. What's the Dream Police? What's that? The niggas that like Richard Pryor say, nigga, we taking everything. And if you got any dreams, nigga, we want them too. Is that the Dream Police? Nigga, we watching everything, including your dreams? I have no idea what my fucking IQ is. I always figured, nigga, like I said, my age, 56. Nigga, I got 20 good years left. I tell you, I never dreamed I'd be happy to be getting old. Dream Police, LOL, love it. Them niggas can watch me all the hell they want. I got 20 good ones left. I made it this fucking far. Love Richard. That nigga said they said they want everything. Nigga, you got any dreams? We want them too. That nigga said when he went to court, I had my pants all down around my ankles. Real talk. Real talk, big homie. Why? Nigga said he missed his court date. He told the judge, I forgot. I said, nigga, you'll remember next time. Guilty bump. 30 days. American dream. I guess so. That nigga said the Dream Police. I'll say that. And the nigga can't even, you don't even own your dreams, huh? Nigga, you know it's bad when your monkey ass don't even own your dreams. Shit, half the time you forget about them 2 minutes after you wake up. That's dirty. Who is this? Ryan Tannerhill. Where in Hawaii? Are you in Hawaii, Ryan? Are you in Hawaii? Ryan? I'm starting to learn my lesson about this chat. When people ask me a question, I answer it with a question. I answer your question with a question. First, tell me where you at. Because you have no avatar. I don't know if you've ever been on this podcast before, but that's a red flag up in here. You have no avatar. Where are you located? Has anyone thought of something? Ryan, are you mad? Has anyone thought of something and seen it on YouTube? My wife and I, we talk about it all the time, how we'll be talking about something and ads and all that shit, or a video will come up. Yeah, but I don't go too far with the thoughts. Don't scare me there. Uh-oh, where you at? Where's Ryan? Yeah, where you at, Ryan? You know, it's always a red flag when people come into the room for the first time and they don't even say hi. That's like you inviting somebody inside your damn house and they don't even speak to you. They go, where are you from? They go, who are you? That's a good album by the band Cheap Trick Dream, Police from 1979. Oh, okay. I never heard of that one. Okay. You people are, oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We got one here. So let me ask you this, Ryan. Why you gonna make me plug my damn computer up? Shit. Hold on. Let me get my power right. Let me stay on this motherfucker a little bit longer. Hold on. Hey, he coming in calling people weird. Let's find out who this non-avatar lion is. Hey, I'll get my ism right. Who is this nigga? Who the hell is this? I'm sure by the time I get all set up, he probably been and ran. But let's see. Okay, Mr. Ryan, you come in not wanting to speak. Let's see. He comes in wanting to speak, not wanting to speak. Let's see, Ryan, you think we're weird? Huh? Okay, I got a little power. Oh, I see. I dropped down from 13 to 11. Did he run out of here? So, Mr. Ryan, are you still here, or did you knock on my door and run? Since we're all weird. Cause shit, I haven't heard anything weird in here. I've heard nothing but facts. It's not like she got in here and said, well, I think there's this place called Mount Weather, and they probably got this, and they probably got that. And then, hell no, I'm seeing this with my own 2 damn eyes. Come out, wherever you from. That's that Robert De Niro from Cape Fear. That fucking movie was weird from credit to credit. Come out, wherever you that's that Cape Fear. That nigga was, now that was weird. That fucking De Niro was weird, and that is, he got hit with the ism. Come out to play. And he said, come out, wherever you are. I said, damn, De Niro. That's when you know you a top-notch actor. When you can play a gangster and then play some weird-ass motherfucker like that, nigga, that's called talent. Yeah, he not come out. He done knocked on the damn door and ran. And just to go to show you, like I say, they always tell on themselves in this damn chat. He had to be sitting in here for a while to come up with a statement like that we're all weird. You obviously was sitting in here for a while. Motherfucker was sitting in here mesmerized, like this, taking notes, and then couldn't take it anymore. Said, well, let me get in there. I don't know what it is. Just watch the original Cape Fear. That's that mind dream police or whatever the hell Skyler was talking about. That nigga said the dream police. Yeah, damn, nigga, you don't even own your dreams. Can I at least own that for that 0.2 seconds? When you wake up and you go, no, nigga, what was I again? You be trying to remember them damn dreams. Like, what? Damn, I don't remember that ism. Oh, he ran. Well, damn, he probably was just watching. And couldn't take it anymore. That's how you know he doesn't get enough attention in his life. He had to get a little bit of attention. He said, let me go on in there and leave something. And it took me less than 1 minute to plug my damn computer on and plug my computer up, and he ran. But he's still in here. I mean, with a name like Tannehill, nigga, that should tell you all you need to know. Come on, Ryan. We only Moors, but yeah, he's still in here watching. He ain't never had this much damn attention in all his days. He must be MAGA. I don't know what it is with that MAGA. I don't know what it is about they monkey asses. And he got the nerve to call somebody weird. Please. Don't make me fucking laugh. Let's not all laugh at the same damn time. He got to cook dinner. Talk to y'all soon. Got to cook dinner. Talk to y'all soon. Aloha, Stephanie. We appreciate your commentary. We appreciate you joining the podcast today. He's allergic to weird. Real talk. Oh, I got all plugged in, ready to get in his ass, and he ran. That's a damn shame. Well, I can at least go back. Where is he at? I can at least go back. Where did he go? Where is his damn? I at least wanted to go to his damn page. Since he's calling people weird, where did that ism go? Where is this monkey? Oh, there he is. Let's see what Mr. Tannehill is all about here. Let me see here. Let me scroll down just a little bit. Let's go to his channel. How come all these motherfuckers only got one subscriber? They all only got one damn subscriber. No videos. And he been on this ism since October 28th of 2022. And he's got one damn sub. That must be his mommy. What a sorry ism. He could at least came on here and debated or done something with himself. Truth talk scares a lot. I guess it does. I can only assume it does. I have never left a comment on a live podcast and then people try to have some verbiage with you, a conversation with you, and I run out of the damn room. That's a damn shame. And like I said, he told on himself. You people are weird. Sure, so he had to be in here for a while. He had to have his monkey ass in here for a long while. That's a damn shame. Well, we know if he comes back, he's a dunner. His ass is getting hidden immediately. So, but yeah, y'all, I mean, there was a lot of good truth talking here today. You know, like I said, I kicked it off with the with the history of Hezbollah. Like I said, I'm gonna keep doing that because you got to make some sort of sense of how we got to this point with everything that's going on in this so-called janky ass war. Let me check the damn news headlines right quick. Make sure I ain't missing nothing. This monkey. The White House. While White House messaging has been ineffective, according to polls, the president's adherence to the script has been unwavering. Like I said, you just got some sheepish ass people out there. They just want to hear him to keep, as long as he keeps saying the same shit. They could care less if the sky fall open. That's a damn shame. They just want to hear it. They get off on the fact that he keeps saying, I'm going to blow them back into the Stone Age. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. That's all some of these dumbass people got to hear. The hell with their results. I tell you, I kid you not. And I'm sure the older cats up on this podcast can agree with me. I have never seen this country so damn dumb. Never. I don't know if it's these computers I don't know if it was that damn COVID shot. I don't know what it is. I have never seen people so damn dumb. And my wife and I was talking about this morning. We was talking about this, how all this mental illness that's out there, man, that shit is drag, big homie. I'm not saying some people ain't mentally ill, truly, but a lot, that shit is becoming like a career. That's just starting to piss me off. Like, we be seeing some people on the bus that try to play the role like you whoop-de-whoop and you sick in the mind just so they can, I guess, get free benefits or keep getting this for free and keep getting that for free, keep getting sympathy. And I be saying to myself, and we both be saying to ourselves, now hold on. How the fuck do your ass know exactly what time the bus is going to show up? It's not like you have a handler. Motherfucker gets off the bus and asks the bus driver, I'm going to catch the bus on the way back. Would you like for me to grab you a coffee? I'm like, how can you, if you're supposed to not be all the way there, how can you know when to get off, when to get on, how to politely ask for shit, but yet you get on the bus and your ass ain't showered in 2 weeks? This that's the shit that's starting to piss me the fuck off. This so-called mental illness that's going around in this country. Nah, big homie. Like I said, I've been alive 56 years, and hell no. Just a third of the population ain't right in the head. That shit has become a new career. And that shit is really starting to seriously piss me the hell off. Let me go down on this chat. Real talk. Real talk, book. No. I used to bite my tongue on that shit because it was like, well, are you being insensitive to people's health and all that? No. It's too many of these monkeys out here now. I'm like, nah. How in the hell do your ass know when that damn bus is showing up and you right on time and you know how to catch this and you know how to do that and you know how to I don't know what then went on with this population. I never seen people like your Ryan Tannehills that's so damn dumb and silly that they come in here and say silly shit like that, and then they knock on your door and run in cyberspace. Like I say, at least as kids when we did it, at least the thrill of doing that was, well, nigga, there is an outside percentage chance that your ass could get caught. That was the thrill. Why would you knock on somebody's door and run in a chat room? Like I can reach through the damn computer and grab you. I mean, there's something wrong with some of these people. And all at the same time, you got a lot of people faking the funk. I guess, society, I guess the price of everything has just gotten too damn high that people just figure, fuck it. This is my drag. This is my career. Nah, man, I don't get it, big homie. Let's see. Paradise, you got minutes on your phone? Is it unlimited? Yeah, my shit, I don't do minutes. My shit prepay. My shit, I sure the fuck ain't on no plan. Nigga, my shit is Walmart prepay. Yep. What about you? You prepay or you got a plan? Okay, can I call you then? Well, you talking about right now? Like I say, man, I really don't talk on the phone that much. As soon as I get off of here, I'm gonna get on the art life. I'm gonna do a painting, and then I gotta get my ass in the garden. We're gonna set up a chat. What I'm gonna wind up doing here is I'm gonna set you up. I'm gonna set you up on here. I'm gonna plug you in on here. I'm gonna have you on one of these days. We're gonna set up a simultaneous. We're gonna set up a simultaneous podcast here. I'm gonna have you live on here. We're gonna do it like that. Yup. But I gotta figure out how to make all that shit work. Yeah, it's really hard for me to have conversations on the phone because I get on here, then I do the art life, then I gotta get my black ass in the damn garden, and then shit. By that time, it's time to eat and take my monkey ass and lay down. So the best way for us to do that book is I'm gonna set you up. We're gonna do the I'm gonna have you join me on the live. That's the way to do that. That's the way we're gonna do that, Izzle. Yep. Because I know you got some in-depth information, and I really would like for everybody to be able to hear what you the knowledge that you're kicking. So we're gonna set that is. I promise you, we're gonna set that ism up. I truly do promise you. But yeah, my shit is Walmart prepaid like a motherfucker, nigga. Like I said, I ain't been on a plan in years. I got sick of calling motherfuckers trying to make payment arrangements and shit. I got. Are you on Cricket Wireless? Okay. Yeah, they Cricket don't work up here. I got that janky ass AT&T. It's janky, but it's the only thing that work up here. AT&T and Verizon work where we at here deep in the Hawaiian jungle. It's you know, Verizon work a little bit better, but that shit more expensive. So we just deal with the AT&T. But yeah, that's another reason why I'd rather get you on the I want to get you live on the podcast because my shit be dropping calls and everything else up in this jungle. I gotta figure out how to do that. We're gonna do that, man. We're gonna do that for sure. I'm gonna try as long as let's try to do something Monday, book. Let's try to get you on here live. And like I said, I hope I don't fuck up the podcast because I ain't never done it, but I know you can do it. I know you can do it. We're gonna do a unlimited $90 for 2 lines. Yeah, that ain't bad. That's not bad. 5 years on it. Okay. Yeah, we got Cricket Wireless out here. That shit don't work up here though. Nope. Yeah, we was gonna get on Cricket. They got Cricket down in Hilo. Down in Hilo that isn't working. That shit don't work up here. But yeah, I'm gonna get you on. I want to get you on the live whoop-de-whoop. I just gotta see how to do it, man. So I don't know. We're gonna have to do a test. Let's you're gonna be available 15 gig of hotspot. That's a lot. Damn, that's a lot of hotspot. Cause I got hotspot data, and I forget what them niggas give me. I forget. Cause that's how I use my computer sometimes at night when the Starlink is off. So yeah, you want to try to set up something? Have you got a drone to see your 30 acres? It's not. You keep saying I got 30 acres. It's 3. 3. I wish I did have 30. Shit, if I had 30, my ass wouldn't have to podcast anymore. I'd be renting out all kind of shit down the street. Nigga, I'd be chilling. I'd be checking trap like a motherfucker if I had 30 acres. I wouldn't have no worries if I had 30 acres. It's only 3. It's at HBO Channel 2. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, let's try to set it up. I gotta see how to do it. You want to try to set it up for Monday, mate? I want to get you on live, book. Or you want to have a few days to get your topics right? Cause I'm gonna have you on center stage, big homie. I get tired of my black ass sitting here talking all day long. Okay, we're gonna try to set it up. We're gonna try to set it up for Monday. So, motherfuckers, y'all be ready. Cause I have no idea how to do it. I gotta research how to do it, but I see add whoop-de-whoop and whoop-de-whoop. I think I do it right before I go live. I think that's the way to do it. So yeah, we're gonna set it up for Monday. As long as World War fucking 8 ain't started. which I'm sure it's not. Yeah, I think it's oh, do I need an app? I thought it was right in the I thought it was right in the YouTube thing. Because I'll be seeing, before I go live, I think it'd be saying you go live simultaneously or some shit like that with other people. So let's try on Monday. And if not, then I'm going to have to, no, okay. Yeah, I didn't think I needed an app. Yeah, we're going to try it on Monday. You can do it on your channel. Yeah, we're going to do that. Yeah, we're going to do that for sure on Monday. I'll be on for sure tomorrow. So, yeah, that's what I want to start doing. Start bringing some damn guests on. so my ass can sit here and listen. Shit. Yeah, I'm real curious about that. Can you give me a little insight about what you're going to be talking about? So my black ass is prepared for the test. Can you give me a sneak preview? I'm going to talk just like you. Yeah, man, I'm gonna give you shit as much time as you done gave my black ass in this channel. That's the least I can do is give you the floor on this motherfucker on Monday. I'll be more than happy to, big homie. That's for sure. But you ain't gonna give me. Can you give me a topic that I need to brush up on? You ain't gonna go too in depth on me, are you? They gonna say, "Damn, that nigga had the host speechless." I don't know. nigga, I'm gonna knock on my own door and run. They said neighbors say that nigga knocked on his own door and ran. Well, is his ass mentally ill or is he running drag? Yeah, I'm gonna talk just like you too. You gonna be talking about that ism? Yeah, I'm looking forward to that shit now. That's gonna be good, big homie. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Niggas on that motherfucking note, let me get my monkey ass out of here so I can go try to figure out what book is gonna be talking about on Monday. What is he gonna be talking about? The Moors? I better brush up on my Moorish and all that. No, I'm real curious. Seriously, I'm real curious to see what you got to roster, man. Yeah, I got locks too. Okay, nice. How long you been growing your ism? Open sesame. Here comes Rasta, man. Like I always tell people, I'm a dread. I'm more of a dread than a Rasta. That's why I love Steel Post, because like they say, dreadlocks cry blood, Rasta cry blood. Yup. So yeah, I'm more of a dread. 8 years. Shit, I've been growing mine since 05. What is that? 21 years. Yup. I ain't had a fucking haircut in 21 years. Yup. And yes, I wash my hair. I tell you, that's another stupid one. I'm sure you get this one. I'm sure you get this one all the time too, Book. If you dread it, you got people that'll ask, well, how do you grow dreadlocks? I've had so many people ask that shit. How do you grow dreadlocks? And then you go, well, first of all, you got to stop combing your hair. And I don't know why it's a knee-jerk, dumbass reaction. They instantly go, you don't wash your hair? Motherfucker, did you? And the thing about it is, it might be less, but my hair grows real fast. Real talk. Yeah, real talk. And the thing people don't realize is, that's why the stereotype that dreadlocks don't wash their hair is so stupid. People don't realize that you have to wash your hair. That's what makes it dread faster. That's what I say. People stupid. People fucking stupid. I learned that early in the game. I asked this cat. I was just starting to dread it. I was like, nah, I shouldn't wash it too much, right? He's like, no. The more you wash it, the more it's going to dread. Yup, because I was like, well, shit. All I've ever heard is they don't wash their hair before I grew dreads. Nothing can be further from the truth. I got them predator locks. Oh, good. Good. Shit. I said, she talking all that is, nigga. Yeah, I still got a little something up top in case y'all ever wondered. No, nigga, I'm not bald. I'm 56 years old. I'm thinning a little bit, but no, niggas, I'm not bald. I had one monkey on here say, you're bald. Yeah, my shit is, yeah, I'm long, big homie. I'm the shit. I'm predatored out myself. This shit get in the way, man. I mean, when I first started growing my dreads, I was like, nigga, I'll never pull my hair back. Who the hell would pull their hair back? I said, nigga, I ain't never gonna pull my hair. Shit. Nigga, this shit'll get caught in doorways and yeah. Are you this long, big homie? Let's see. Shit, I'm past the shoulders now. Yeah. Open sesame. Here comes Rasta, man. Let me see. Mine is the same length. Wow, that's good. Yeah, real talk. Wow, it's long now. Yeah. Yup. It done got to the point now where you could go like this. I'm sure you done this. I like doing this in front of people because they go, ouch, every time I do that. I'm sure you got these, the little thin ones, and you go. That's called a dreadlock haircut, you monkeys. I'm sure you done that 1,000,001 times. But you're younger than me, so your shit probably is growing. Your shit probably does grow. Probably does grow faster. I think you're about 7 years young. Yup, I'm sure you done that 1,000,005 times. Yup. So yeah, man, we gonna get you on here, dreadlock. Yup. I'm sure you got Mag in here going, their hair's not real, darling. That's not real, darling. No, they go to some damn salon for that. No, don't believe that, darling. Don't believe that. Shit. Like I said, I used to shut them up out there on Kalakaua all the time. I would say, if I can prove this shit is real, you're gonna give me $100, right? Oh well, okay, okay, darling, we're gonna go ahead and leave now. They don't want to believe none of your shit is real. So yeah, I'm gonna have for the summit meeting. And then they gonna have a summit meeting. I might have the locks down. Let's have the locks down on Monday for the summit meeting, book. If I can get this shit connected, right? I know you got me all looking forward to this ism. That shit is long as shit in the camera. Real talk. Samson never cut his hair. Yeah, that's what they say. The lion. Yeah. Look at my shit's clean. There you go, MAGA. It's clean. It's clean, MAGA. Yes. It gets washed, MAGA. Darling, it may be real. It's dirty. No, they don't wash it. That's how I don't know. They're African. They don't wash it. No. Damn, your shit this long after 8 years. Let's see. What was that? Was that 2005? So that's like 2012-ish. Somewhere in there. 2012, 2013-ish. Nah, my shit. You know what actually made my hair started growing longer? It's weird, man. Out in this damn jungle, my hair started growing longer and our nails started growing longer. Yup. So I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about this nature. So yeah, that's a crazy ism. Mine's too. Yeah. Real talk. So yeah, Monday, man. Monday. Because yeah, I wanna holler at you. I want to hear the knowledge that you got to share with everybody. And I'm looking real forward to it. So shit, let me get my monkey ass out of here. I've been on this motherfucker over 3 hours. I want to thank Book for moderating. I want to thank all the regulars that come up in here, all the regular supporters. I appreciate you, Millennial, Skylar. Yeah, Yasmin come up in here today. We had Stephanie come up in here today with she stole the show with the Mount Weather. That was a real good knowledge lesson, at least for my black ass. And we got rid of a few MAGA spies. We had one that knocked on the damn door and ran. I think JJ came up in here for a New York minute. I don't want to forget him. And anybody else I forgot, I apologize. But as I say every day on here, I really appreciate y'all coming in, giving my monkey ass some time. And if anybody wants to support the damn channel, the link is in the description. I'll be seeing a few people going over there. Like I see the hits over there. I'm like, nigga, well, why you go over there if you wasn't gonna give me a little bit of money? I guess they go over there and go, let's see if anybody else is giving this nigga some money. Yeah, I've had a few people donate. I'm getting real close to the super chats though. So we're getting real close to the super chats, but I want to thank the few people that have supported the channel. And we always open to support and open to any sort of donations that you want to give. Because like I said, as of right now, I'm doing this shit for free. There's no sponsorships on here. There's none of that ism. This is all just free ism. So free time, free everything. So I'm gonna get off, and I got an art life coming up. I'm gonna do the Israeli flag, and I'm gonna do the Hezbollah flag because I want to keep the artwork consistent with the podcast. So we're gonna be working on chalk on paper today. My shit, I forget the name of the damn Mossad. My Mossad logo came out really nice. I was real proud of that. Let me put this up for the motherfuckers that didn't get to see it. Hell yeah. I was happy about it. See, that's what I'm saying. Your hair gets in the way of every damn thing. Yeah, my Mossad. Yeah, that's the Mossad. That came out real nice in the chalk. If anybody knows Hebrew, there you can whoop-de-whoop. So yeah, this was chalk on cardboard from yesterday. So we're gonna keep this party moving. We're gonna keep this thing going. So I'll be on tomorrow. I'll be doing the art life here in a little while. I'm getting the studio all set up, and I'm gonna keep banging here. So, but yeah, we got the summit meeting set up for Monday, Book. So y'all hit that like button. Y'all hit that sub button. Fight the dream, police. Peace out. All right, we'll see you, Skylar. We'll see you. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all hit that sub button. Y'all hit that follow button. Hit that notification button. We coming back at you with the dreaded aloha and mahalo.